Hey you guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showing you guys the More Blocks mod for Minecraft 1.6.4. And basically what this mod does is it adds in 5 new types of items into the game that can be used for your building structures or your building purposes. But what this mod does differently than sort of the other stereotypical generic, more blocky mod stuff things, is that this one allows you to craft said types of items with any item in Minecraft. Well, nearly any. I shouldn't say any, but it's nearly any. If you go into your creative menu and then you click on the more blocks option, you guys can see, like I said before, there are 5 new types of items, and I'll get into them here in a minute. But you can see, given that all of these icons are shaped the same way, that there's just an absolutely massive amount of things that you can create. Obviously, of all of the wool, all of the stained clay, even though the recipes don't work for them right now. That's kind of weird. But anyways, even like jukebox pillars and just all sorts of stuff. So again, bear in mind that all of these different types of items can be crafted with an absolute plethora of other items as well. So yeah, again, so let's go ahead and let's head outside here. And as you guys can see here, these are the 5 different types of blocks, and they can all be oriented to either like if I go ahead and I place it just like this, it kind of works. It works kind of like the way you would place logs. It's a little bit weird. I think the way you used to be able to place them, I think it more or less mimics pistons, if I remember correctly. But anyways, as you guys can see here, if you place it down just like this, it places down like that. If you place it down from a sideways angle, it does that, and then I kind of have to like stack it up weird in order to be able to get one from the bottom. But yeah, you can see it's not as clear with this one, but this will actually line up with, let's see here, if I can do this, it'll actually line up well, it's kind of weird when it comes to glass ones, but it is more apparent when it comes to these half slab ones. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's do this here, and bam. So as you guys can see here, these slab blocks that I have right here, this was placed on the ground just like this, and it aligns with the top of the block. But if I go ahead and I place it down like this, it'll align with the bottom of the block, and it just works out that way. And I think pillars look really awesome like this as well, especially if you pair up the proper item with it and you just want to make pillars. Like, there's really some interesting combinations to be had by all. And obviously the pillar blocks are right here. These ones are pretty self-explanatory. If you place them like this, they place sideways, and then if you place them from the top down, they will place straight just like that. And that's pretty typical as to what you might expect. Same thing goes for the block lamps, and these are a very interesting block. They actually do emit light, so a nice little compact way of making lighting fixtures if that's what you want to do. But again, they behave the same way as the other slab block over here, in that you can place the block from underneath, and it will align with the bottom of the block, and then obviously from the top it will align with the top of whatever block it's sitting on. So yeah, anyways, this is just a random little structure that I created using the mod itself. Didn't really take much time, and obviously I wasn't going for anything aesthetically pleasing. I was just kind of messing around with the mod in order to, create things. But yeah, anyways, getting into the crafting recipes for all of this. So the first item on the list here is the pillar base block, and this is crafted like such. So you can see here, you can even use like dirt, and you'll get a dirt based block. Clay, you can use pretty much anything. Again, you want to go through the creative menu before actually, you want to go through the creative menu if you want to figure out everything that this mod has to offer for any given block. And this one I put in here specifically because I tried creating it with clay, and for whatever reason, it's just not working. I really have no idea why. And just to show to you guys that the other one actually works, with other blocks, as you can see, works just fine with other blocks, but not with the stained clay for some reason. I'm guessing that's a glitch that's going to get fixed in the near future. But anyways, moving on here, the pillar column blocks, are crafted just like this. You place 3 blocks, top to bottom, and you can get, just the same ones that you could before. And in each of these chests, I tried to, have a different assortment of items to show you guys some possible ones. Like I said, jukebox, it's kind of weird, mossy cobblestone, hay blocks, iron block pillars. Yeah. All right. So the window frames, what you guys are seeing in front of you here, is crafted just like this. You surround glass with any item that you really want. Obsidian, quartz, lapis, blocks of redstone even. I mean, you guys can just go absolutely ham with this situation. So yeah. All right, so the slab block itself, which is this one right here, is crafted just like this. This is noted as being a temporary recipe, but I personally think this is fine. I mean, I get it. Maybe like this or something, that might work, except that might cause some conflicts. I'm not sure. I think this personally works. I mean, what's the issue with it? It's pretty simple, and once you know that that's the recipe for every block, then it just kind of works itself out. So yeah, I'm not sure, though, how cool it is that, A, they can't stack on top of each other. I don't think that's so much an issue, but having this like dipped, this dipped center bit right here is kind of weird for a slab block and makes it so that it doesn't really line up well with any other slab blocks. But that's just more of a personal opinion. And last but not least is the glowstone blocks, well, the lamp blocks, and this one specifically is made with a glowstone rim, thus not really showing the crafting recipe all that well. But with this one, with the cobblestone one, as you can see with every other one, is that you just place cobblestone in a tall U-shaped pattern, place glowstone in the center and glass on the top, and that will give you the lamp blocks. And you can even do this with things as crazy as like the actual ore blocks of Minecraft. It's kind of weird, but it is possible to do it. Even like diamond ore blocks, which can only be gotten by Silk Touch pickaxes, which I wish was a more common enchantment. And then endstone as well is another one. So yeah, just boom. I guess if you... Dude, I heard you like glowstone, so I put glowstone on your glowstone so you can have glowstone on your ceiling within your glowstone. Like, I'm just saying. This is one lit house. Time sets 0. Actually, that won't work. Time sets 0. Oh, no, not 0. 16,000. There we go. Bam. Nighttime. It is as bright as day in here. Like, no joke whatsoever. I think I have... Yeah, see, I have lamps on the corners of the room, so, this place is going to be lit no matter what. But yeah, anyways, this has been the More Blocks mod. Again, I typically wouldn't review something like this, but I love the way that these were implemented. And, yeah, I mean, I like the way that they were done. It's not just like regular solid blocks that some newbie made as their first mod. It actually feels like there was a fair amount of effort put into this. And another thing that is vitally important for me to mention, I almost forgot to mention it, is that these draw from the textures of whatever resource pack you're using. So they automatically convert for whatever resource pack you are using, though it can be a little bit derpy. It's kind of weird. And one thing that I really don't like is that I believe that these windows are actually entities, because you can kind of see them clipping off at the very edge. I'm not sure if that's true, but that means if you use them in large quantities that it could lag your map really badly. Though I don't think that'll be too big of an issue. And this one, man, okay, I guess this one doesn't work so well for this block. Well, let's go ahead and let's switch over to the Faithful Venom resource pack and see if that works. Well, it does work here, so maybe like after 32x it becomes problematic. I'm not really too sure, but man, this looks good. This looks really cool. So anyways, guys, yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this mod review, and if you guys want to download this mod for yourselves, the link is going to be in the description below. It's a very easy install once you have Forge installed, so I highly recommend you guys check it out. But anyways, that does it for me for now. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.